Good morning, Tigers. We sure have missed you. Today is Monday, April 19th, 2021. I am Dr. Powell.
And I'm Mrs. Miller. And we are here with your Tiger News Hybrid Edition.
For my middle schoolers, today is an A Day.
And now, over to Miss Straight with our Pledge of Allegiance.
Good morning, Thomasboro staff and students. It's time for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Miss Straight. And here's Miss Davenport with this week's birthday. Guess whose birthday is Friday?
Good morning, Thomasboro Academy. Here we are. It's been a minute since I have come on to say happy birthday to you, but here we go. Happy birthday to the following people, students and staff, for the weeks of March 28th through April 24th. Prepare yourselves. It's going to be a long one. All right, student birthdays. Page 1. The Franchise Walker, Nehemiah Mickle, Trayvon Kirk, Kiara Barnhart, Kamaria McNair, Fernando Santana, Chrisette Logan, Sarah Garcia, LaDeja Jeffries, Raquel Brooks, Elijah Carter, John Witherspoon Jr., Angelic Logan, Alberto Pineda, Eric Miller Jr., Aaliyah Irwin, Isaiah Jordan, Antonio Castellano Santos, Lindsay Rivas Deras, Jameer Davis, Tamari Ramah, Christelle Posado Solis, Kyle Mua, Daniel Bradshaw, Sylvia Velasco, Antonio Bennett Jr., Micaiah Wilson, Anthony Enoll, Leonce Moore, Mary Bumbry, Soraya Lanham, Zion McClellan Jr., Zuri Allen, Rodney Cooper. Continued, Maria Dagout, Chad Broadway, Catherine Lowry, Honesty Brown Pearson, David Rocham, Olivia Possessiodet, Isaiah Fenner, Lauren Terrell, Ryan Terrell, Cameron Brown, Alex Laney, Janiyah Bryce, Leah Rocham, Ziona Davis, Lamarcus Robinson, Anthony Polk, Melody Davis, and Jonathan Ramos Mejia. Happy birthday, students. And now to our staff members. Mr. Pontiac, Miss Ramsour, Miss Kilgore, Miss Carter, Miss Abraham, and Dr. Powell. From all of us to all of you, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, everyone. And now over to Miss Jeffries with This Week in Sports.
Good morning, Tigers. This week in sports. In the NBA, Hornets get some rare good injury news with P.J. Washington's status. Center forward Washington suffered a right ankle sprain in Sunday's loss to the Atlantic Hawks. He left the game midway through the third quarter and didn't return. The 6'7" Washington has started all 48 games he's played this season. He would be particularly difficult to replace because he splits his 29 minutes per game between center and power forward. In Major League Baseball, opening day of the 2021 season arrived on April 1st, with 26 of the 30 teams taking the field and producing an action-packed day of baseball that included a number of thrilling moments. Things have already shifted the dynamics of the 2021 season, ones that we'll surely be talking about for the rest of the year. This season is already different than it was expected to be 10 days ago. In a recap of the action-packed games, the Padres got their first no-hitter. Although not severe, Fernando Tatis Jr. is hurt. JD Martinez looks like his old self again. If you hadn't heard in big news, the All-Star game was moved. Even with the pandemic, every team is playing, and they're doing so in front of fans. Now, back to our anchors.
Thank you, Miss Jeffries. Now here is Miss Stefaniak with this week's weather forecast.
Good morning, everyone. Students, it looks like spring has finally arrived and we will be walking in the sunshine. No more need for boots and big winter coats. Maybe just a light jacket early in the morning while coming to school or in the evenings if you're out and about. This week we can look for some pretty mild weather temperatures. We will start the week off with a period of sun and clouds with highs in the mid-70s and lows in the low 50s. As we move closer to summer solstice, we will start getting a few extra minutes of daylight. Sunset on Monday will be at 7:59, and by the time we get to Friday, the sun will begin to set around 8:02. As we end the week, we can expect sunshine, sunshine, sunshine. The UV index this week is expected to be very high. Just as a caution, the pollen count rather high, actually. So be sure if you have allergies to make sure you have your medicines ready. Have a great week, Tigers. Now back to our anchors.
And thank you, Ms. Stefaniak. Students, we are approaching EOG time. Now, we know that testing sometimes gives students anxiety, and this can be a very stressful time. So every week until EOGs, we will provide you with a motivational video to overcome those fears and really prepare to rock the test.
So with that being said, students, we have one question for you that we want you to answer and share with your teachers. Do you want to be Mike Tyson or Buster Douglas?
You can write everything down if you want to. Be brave enough to write every one of your goals down. But I'm going to tell you something. Life's going to hit you in your mouth, and you got to do me a huge favor. Your why has to be greater than that knockdown. And I love it. Buster Douglas got knocked out. Nobody ever got knocked out by Mike Tyson and ever got back up. It was almost a 10 count. He was stumbling. They were 4, 3, 2, 1, and ding, 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 saved by the bell. He goes to his corner. The whole world is like, yep, that's it. Once he comes back out, that's it. Mike's going to just hammer him. And exactly that. Mike Tyson came out like, I got him. I got this kid up against the rope. Listen to me, many of you right now, life's got you up against the rope. You can't give up. You can't give in. Listen to me, if it was easy, everybody would do it. And if life's got you backed up, I need you to do what Buster Douglas did. Buster Douglas started fighting back. The world was shocked. Goliath has been knocked down. What happened? And they went to Buster Douglas and they asked Buster Douglas simply like, what happened? And Buster Douglas said, listen to me, it's real simple. Before my mother died, she told the whole world that I was going to beat Mike Tyson. And 2 days before the fight, my mother died. Buster Douglas had a decision to make. When his mother died, he could die with his mother, or he made a decision, I can wake up and I can live for mom. And he knocked Mike Tyson out simply because his why was greater than that punch. His why was greater than defeat. His why was greater than his trial and his tribulation. And I'm telling you, if you don't know what your why is and your why isn't strong, you're going to get knocked out every single day.
Now here is Miss Jones, Miss Jenkins, and Miss Rooks with this week's motivational segment.
Good morning, Thomasboro Tigers. Today's quote comes from Every Day. The more you give away, the happier you'll become.
Good morning, Thomasboro scholars. This week's academic word of the week is inquisitive. Inquisitive is an adjective that means to be highly curious. If you'd like an added challenge, use this week's word inquisitive in a sentence and share it with your teacher.
Good morning, Tigers. It's time for the joke of the week. Why should you not write with a broken pencil? Because it's pointless.
Good morning, everyone. We are 30 days away from the end of the school year. With that being said, we hope that everyone is working hard and doing their best as we close out the 2020-2021 school year. April 27th will be Makeup Picture Day. Students, if you did not have a chance to get your picture taken, this will be your chance to do so. Teachers, Mr. D will be sending out a list of all students who have not had their picture taken. And if you, as a teacher, have not had your picture taken as well, please do so on this day.
Good morning, Thomasboro Tigers. This is Miss McKeever, your principal. Just want to say thank you to all of you that signed up for Camp CMS that will take place this summer. That will start on June 14th, and it will run through July with a couple days off for July 4th. We're really excited about the fun that we're going to have this summer with you all. Also, students, it is so important that you are here each and every day for the next 5 weeks before we start EOG testing. We will be taking the state EOGs this year, and you do need to take those tests if you are in 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th grade. So please make sure that your attendance is on point, whether it's remotely or here in the building. Thank you all and have a great week.
Have an amazing week, Tigers, and we'll see you next week on Tiger News Hybrid Edition.
Now, you know we always have to end the show with a bang. I want you to think back to before the pandemic, before coronavirus. Remember we used to have pep rallies? Well, this is how it used to be. Enjoy!
Excuse me. Y'all better tone it down a couple of notches. Because we can cancel this. Oh yeah, and send y'all on about y'all merry ways. Now this is not a right. This is a earned privilege. I don't know what zoo y'all think y'all are at.
But this is Thomasboro Academy.
And I don't know who is up there throwing cups and bottles and batteries. But like OT Genesis, y'all better cut it. And seniors, y'all are on y'all way out. So act like the young adults we prepared y'all to be. Now we're going to try this thing one more time. And let something fly across those bleachers.
In the zone, I got that sunshine in my pocket. Got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it